Good morning. Happy Monday, y'all. Okay, so back to the Celtic Jazz Chronicles, episode 4. Un, dos, tres, cuatro. So this time we're going to be talking about this album number 4 song, episode 4, number 4, and it's called C.H.T.L. What does that mean? So C.H.T.L. means communicate, honesty, trust, love. Now, so this song was written back in 2008, and then it was recorded at the studio 2009, and then 2010 it came in like this, an album, Menu from Dublin. Okie dokie. Now, when I wrote this, just remember that every time I share with you something that this is simply moi expressing myself within the songs that I wrote in that. So it's the experience that I experienced, and so I'm sharing that with you. And also I shared those experiences through these songs. Okay, so it has nothing, with someone else, but it really means about expressing oneself within. And for me, it was through these songs at the time. So I remember going through quite a bit of things in my 20s. When it came to relationships and things like that, and a few things that I noticed that I had a hard time, we had a hard time with, was the communication part, the honesty part, trust, and love. It's like, and crazy, I realized those were the 4 for me. Looking back at this song, I was like, oh, you know what? Those are really important, especially in a relationship between 2 people. Like, if you're going to want to go the distance together, you're going to have communication, honesty, trust, and love. So this is why I wrote this after a significant of breakups and all kinds of other things back then in my 20s. I started to write these songs in my early 30s, actually right at 31. So it was like new times for me. I was doing what I can to let go of my 20s, start fresh at 30 and going. So for me, starting fresh was this Celtic jazz journey, and it lasts for 4 years. It's amazing. So pretty much it was during my early 30s, and it was all expressing things that I went through during my 20s, especially late 20s, and it was just like, and all kinds of things bubbling up. So I expressed myself through these songs, and writing these songs have helped me tremendously. I totally share this, and I suggest to others too, if you have something boiling up and you've got to share that as well, whatever. And let's say maybe wasn't people there or whatever, but how about expressing in a different art? I feel it's important. If you want to express yourself, why not in art? So this is what I did, was with C.H.T.L. Actually, the whole album was pretty much that. I was expressing myself through this album. Woo! So again, now we'll go back to C.H.T.L. Okay, so again, it's episode 4, number 4 of the album, and I'm going to sing a bit of it. Oh yes, another thing too, I want to share with you. So I ended up using the call and response method for this specific song. It was really cool. The instruments used were a voice and violin. Yeah, only voice, violin. It was really nice. And so the call and response method, so what happens was I was singing the first line, let's say, of the song. Let's say there's 2 lines of it, and then the second would be the violin, and it would go like that throughout the song. So again, a line I would sing, and then the following line was the violin. So me, violin. So it was pretty much the call and response method. So I just wanted to share with you a short just the what is call and response method, perhaps you're asking. Let's say if you don't understand the call and response method that's used in music. I went to take a look at online in masterclass, so I'm just I'm just letting you know that I did take this from masterclass. It is a quote that I'm using. It's written masterclass in August of 2021, but it's pretty much it's accurate. That is what it means. So the call and response method, let me tell you a short bit about it, and then you can go ahead and take a look on Google, research a bit more if you want to, about call and response. It's really cool, actually, call and response. So in music, call and response is a compositional technique that works similarly to a conversation. So a phrase of music serves as the call and is answered by a different phrase of music. So these phrases can be either vocal, instrumental, or both. So yeah, like for me, it was the both. So it was my singing plus the violin. So that's how it was the call and response. This is cool. The roots is in traditional African music, which largely employed a vocal version. So that's quite interesting. And if you think of gospel music, for example, you will immediately recognize the technique. It's when the pastor or song leader calls out or sings a line, and the congregation or choir responds. So in other styles of music, call and response is used as a form of experimentation, as well as a way to speak directly to the listener. And in live performances, for example, some performers use call and response as a way to connect with their audience. So that's pretty cool. I think it's really neat. That's why I was like quite excited about using call and response. I did take quite some music classes when I was younger, and then right before getting involved with the music, I did started taking a bit more piano, so I can do a bit better with my music here for the CD. So I definitely had to practice again my music because I kind of lost out on that. I did also choir when I was really young, like during elementary, and then a bit in just a little bit in high school, but more when I got into college. I started to take a few music classes, and I'm so thankful I took those because then it helped me out after working on these songs. Like let's say even the music notes that I totally did not understand all those music notes. But it came slowly. It does take time. So I recommend if anyone there wants to learn about music, that it's fun. And just be patient with yourself because it does take time to learn any instrument. And also, especially if your voice too, it takes time to practice. You got to practice quite often and stuff. So anywho, so let's go back to C.H.T.L. quickly before we go. And yeah, hi everybody. So happy Monday, all. So let's go back to this. So in my song, I end up talking also about the past, but very short, I just say, forget our past, close it shut behind us, and make love forevermore. And this part, this phrase, so it's just pretty much stating that in a relationship, you shouldn't really talk too much about the past, especially with exes and stuff. Woo! Yeah, so why not let go of that past and start fresh, right? Like presently with the person that you're with, and learn from each other, grow with each other, take time as well. And then then another part I was also another part of the song. We'll be so deeply in love with each other, showing emotions openly. And I wrote this too because I realized, emotionally, like we have a hard time sometimes communicating what we feel inside to each other, and I feel it's like super important to do so to each other, with each other. And so that's a part of it in this song. I just wanted to share again the small, like a short piece of the song. It pretty much for this one because of the call and response. Also, it's actually quite short. I have just a few little lyrics. And what I did was kind of like repeat it a few times stuff, but it's a really nice one. So it's more like C.H.T.L, communicate, honesty, trust, love. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, this song. So I hope you enjoyed a bit of this talking away there about this song called C.H.T.L. And I just wish you all a great Monday. And then, see us back next Monday for episode 5. And we'll be talking about the next song on the album. Okay, see you later, y'all. Bye.